Okay, bear with me because we're going to go back to something that's been a recurring theme sort of all year, maybe for a couple years, but we're going back to the jealousy and envy of the empaths, HSPs, lightworkers, starseeds, etc. But this is a different vibe. This is now you in like the power position. Before we were all kind of going through our own things and then having the jealousy and envy shot our way. It was like, another cross to bear, and it was heavy, it was dark. This feels light. This feels like you are, like I said, in the power position now. We've been talking the last couple weeks about how like your energy has grown, your energetic field has grown. So the jealousy and envy being sent your way can't really hit you like it used to, and it is reflecting back to them much, much quicker. They're exposing themselves without you having to do a thing. There's a heavy thing about kind of a recurring theme for empaths is people run into your energy, they're attracted to it, they're drawn to it, they kind of overstep their boundaries because they want to be around you all the time, they want to drain all your energy, yada yada. You have to set boundaries eventually because you can't give one person all of your time and attention. Then they get angry and then they come against you, right? This is what we've been going through. Well, now we're coming out the end of that, and it's like they're throwing all these things your way. They're gossiping. They're trying to get people to see you in a bad light, and you've done nothing. And by you not reacting, because they would hope. The hope was, I still want to get your energy, right? I can't get it in a good and light way anymore. So I'm going to throw dirt at you. And then maybe you'll retaliate or respond. And now I've got your energy again. Like, I don't care what kind of energy I get from you, good or bad. I just want it. But you didn't give them that. And so by them throwing dirt at you and you just going about your business, they're exposing themselves. This is the end of this where it's like, yes, this shit's coming your way again. Sorry to say it. But you're in the power position, and they are quickly exposing themselves and making themselves look like fools. And there's a bit of a panic because these types of people, they do these things because usually this works. They have never come across someone like you. So it's like, oh, well, if I throw dirt at your name, you're going to retaliate. And then I can say, see how evil this person is, or see how crazy they are, or whatever. And you didn't do that. And they don't know what to do with that because they've never encountered someone like you. You are now seen as like an intellectual. You're smart, someone with strong discernment. You're seen as being capable of like cutting ties, regardless of who it is. And you're good at unmasking people's secrets without having to unmask them. Like by you just standing in your energy, standing in your power, not responding, not retaliating, not doing anything, you're exposing them. They're exposing themselves. But do you know what I mean? There's someone in particular who's like, they think you're doing things, manifesting things, getting opportunities or whatever without them, and they don't like that. They think you're being secretive. So say it's a boss. And this boss, again, was somebody who probably love-bombed you at first. You're the greatest. We're so close, yada, yada. You saw them as draining. Eventually, you had to set boundaries. Then they threw dirt at you. Blah, blah, blah. This is what I've been talking about. But you didn't retaliate. You didn't do anything. And now they're convinced that you're being secretive. When really, I think you're just showing discernment. You now know who you can and cannot tell your goals to, your plans to. You're aware now that people can throw dark energy at your plans if they know about them. You're just using your discernment about who you talk to about what. But they now see that as you being secretive. This person's used to your attention, excuse me, and they can feel you moving on or having something new or having someone new. They can sense it. They may also think they may be trying to make it that you're the toxic person, that you're being toxic because you're not responding to anything. That's their twisted, because they're toxic, they, again, are projecting that on you. But you're sorry, they really don't want me to talk about this. But they're viewing you as being toxic because you're not feeding into their expectations. I'm getting heavily to be cautious about accepting something from someone, because they're going to try to use it to control you or demand something outrageous in return, holding it over your head. Basically, these type of people, this is their MO. They give you things, they do things, and so when you don't do what they want, they can say, after all I've done for you, I gave you this, or I did that for you. Like, they're just warning. You're in a different place now. You see through that. Don't accept things by people you know are just doing it to hold it over your head later. This is all about how, yes, themes may be recurring, repeating. You may be getting jealousy and envy again, or still, or whatever. But the energy of it is different because you're in the power position now. You're not letting it bring you down. You're not reacting. It's, like a mosquito. You swat it away, like whatever. More jealousy, envy, duh, been there, done that. I don't care. Where in the beginning it was like, oh my God, why do people hate me? Because you're an empath. You don't want to be hated, but you're used to it now. It's nothing. Like, it's a Tuesday, like, you're not bothering me. And so you're gaining that control, and the things they're tossing at you are not getting through your energetic field, because your energetic field has expanded this year, and it's sort of bouncing off your field right back at them. So anything they toss at you, immediately their karma is coming in. And if you watch, you'll see it. Financial problems, cars breaking down, relationships having problems. This is all a direct result of tossing things at your very strong energetic field. Something about someone who cannot move on from you. Something you said or something you did. This person like reminisces about you. I'm hearing aged like fine wine. Aged like fine wine. So maybe they knew you when you were younger, or I don't know, but for some people, there are people you are meant to have a second chance with, or a third chance, fourth, fifth, whatever. For some people, though, and you'll know, certain people, whether you still care about them or not, certain people from your past should stay in your past. So just be careful. So everything seems to be about how we're wrapping this whole year up, and how this year has been transformational. And yes, it's been very difficult, but we're getting to the end of the tunnel. We're starting to see the light at the tunnel. We're starting to see karma coming in for everybody that made our lives hell during all this. We're seeing all that, but a heavy message is, as we come to the end of this, you are definitely on the right path regarding your future, especially financially. You're moving towards a point where you'll be able to sit comfortably. I'm not saying everybody's going to be millionaires, but you'll be comfortable. And I feel like you'll be able to provide for other people if you need to. And for some people, potentially you'll become like a significant provider for your family, if that's what you choose to do. Don't be pressured to do anything, which I don't think you will, because you've gotten way more powerful this year, way more discerning. A lot of people are going to be making career changes, because a lot of us kind of just had jobs, you know what I mean? Or even if you went to college and got a career, you just kind of did it. It wasn't a lot of thought of like, this is what I feel called to do. It was like, you have to have a job. I guess I'll do this. My family says I should. My friends say I should. Whatever. Most of us followed that path. And now you're starting to feel pulled to your calling. So yeah, a lot of like career changes. Like, I don't know. I feel like some people are transitioning to like content creation somehow, or doing something seemingly unorthodox. Different from I go to a office from 9 to 5. You know what I mean? Maybe you're doing energy work, maybe you're doing, Reiki, or working with animals or working with children, working with healing in some way. I feel that heavily. But you're being guided to make the right positive choices, and I feel like you'll be able to do that without stressing about failure. Like the pull to it is so strong that you don't really have the time to worry about failing. And you can't fail because this is what you're here to do. For the rest of this year, though, I kind of feel like I need to say, don't rush to any decisions. Because I'm getting, there's still a little bit of time left. And that's not to say that, look, we made up months and years and when the new year is and blah, blah, blah. So that's not to say like January 1st, everything changes. That's, no. But around that is when we get to the other side of this tunnel. So I'm heavily feeling like let the rest of this kind of play out before rushing into any decisions. Because who you are today isn't who you were at the beginning of the year, and it's not who you'll be come February. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're still in just this last piece of it. Let some more things shift. Just evaluate situations and trust that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. Avoid comparing yourself to other people or making impulsive decisions based on, emotions. Somebody pissed me off, so I'm dropping this job, or, don't make impulsive decisions based on that or like anybody else's actions. Don't let anybody else like piss you off and make you make an impulsive decision. This is more about you organically getting to where you're supposed to go because your life has led to it. You're being guided to it. Don't let other people push you. Do you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense because that seems very important. A lot of envy, so much envy, it's crazy. People think that they look at you, you've got this glow, you've got this light, people feel your energy. They think it like came easy. None of this came easy to any of you, right? Or me. Like, you've struggled your whole life to get to this. And you're still not even there yet, They have no idea. But they're jealous and they're envious of your light, of your financial situation, I don't know, your ability to, shine without needing superficial validation or, luxury, look at me stuff, I feel like a lot of people compare themselves to you. There's a lot of financial struggles coming to these people we've been talking about all year that have been trying to smear your name or cause you problems or whatever. A lot of financial problems for these people. I just feel like this is pretty much the whole group of you that are empaths and HSPs and blah, blah, blah. I feel like this applies to all of you. And you're manifesting money and abundance, and your life is balancing out because you've been keeping the peace and focusing on yourself. Like I said, you aren't reacting to these people, you aren't retaliating, you're just kind of swatting it back like, another day, another jealous person. And it's kind of, your sort of missing in action demeanor is actually drawing more people to you. You may be avoiding or like distancing yourself from certain people because, again, you're getting discernment. You're able to see their junk a lot more quickly. There may be like avoiding people due to concerns about like finances or stability or something. But I think you're going to be very busy and exploring like I said, new careers, new income ideas, because again, you're being guided to where you're supposed to be. It's like you've been gifted with a lot of intuition and wisdom, and you're able to see situations clearly and act as guides for other people without having to do much. Just speaking your perspective. There's a lot about like someone will come to you and complain about something, and you just give them a different perspective, something they haven't seen. Like, I don't know. Okay, you know who you are, but one person was saying, they felt guilty because they had this job, but they were leaving for another job, and they felt really guilty about leaving these people. And my perspective was, but maybe there's somebody who now they need that job, and you're clearing the way for them to get that job. You know what I mean? Like, you are just giving another perspective, and it's helping to guide those people. But of course, there's going to be other people who don't appreciate your advice, or will attempt to undermine you. But again, I think you're getting used to that, and it's going to get easier to, okay, whatever, don't listen to me then, that's okay. Because even if they don't listen now, maybe you planted the seed, and when they're ready, they'll remember what you said, and it'll all work out. There's a really strong theme about walking away from stagnant, relationships or situations, particularly where your advice is not heeded, listened to. Do you know what I mean? Something about that. Because there's something about people who literally can't view you as wise or capable, because they're the kind of people that they need to feel like they're the smartest person in the room, because they're actually very insecure. That's okay. Let them. They're eventually going to realize their mistake, and they're going to regret not listening to you. That's none of my business. Told you what I told you. You don't listen? That's fine. And that's how I feel like you're going to be. Okay. I literally see what's going to happen here, but don't listen to me. Go ahead. Some people have to learn the hard way. There's a lot of jealousy about, like, the influence you have, or the way, you're an empath, the way your energy just draws people in. There's a lot of jealousy around that. But people are definitely noticing that you've changed. There's something in you has shifted. They may not understand it, but they understand something has shifted, where you're like, now you're prioritizing yourself and your growth and your healing, and it's making them kind of wonder about the future of their connection to you.